video, I'm going to show you how you can disassemble and reassemble the stepper motor area. Now, I'm going to focus specifically on how to get into this inside part rather than removing the entire piece from the machine, as that is covered in our unclogging the stepper motor video. The basics of it are you remove the 2 screws here on the right hand side, and then you can sort of wiggle the piece out. And after that, there are 3 black screws to remove. Now once those are all removed and you're lifting the front plate off, just be aware that there is a little top hat shaped piece down here at the bottom and the tube at the top, both of which can be removed. Now once you have all of those steps completed, you may notice that there are 2 different varieties of this centerpiece depending on when you purchased your 3D printer. On one of them, you have these 2 screws up at the top, while as on the other one, this piece is actually built into the piece behind it. So on both of them, you're going to need to remove this screw here if you are looking to continue disassembling it. And you do that using the Allen wrench. As it gets loose, be careful not to lose the spring, as that can sometimes sort of pop out. And then if you have the version like this one that has the 2 screws here, you may also desire to remove those by loosening both the top and the bottom one enough to pull that component free. Now when you're looking to put this back together, if you have this piece, notice there's a small peg on the back here that needs to go into this opening here. So you just sort of line that up with the peg, and then you can slide it into position and tighten with the screws. Push the spring up into position and then line it up along the bottom edge so that it goes into that little notch there. And then you want to kind of push it up and into position so that this screw in the bottom actually goes into the hole in the stepper motor. That's the machine component that we are attaching these all to. And you may need to push it around a little bit until you actually get it really nicely in that opening. Otherwise, when you try to screw it into position, it may just spin endlessly. So make sure it is actually feeding into the hole and making forward progress as you use the Allen wrench to re-secure. One last thing to check is make sure that everything is just perfectly lined up visually. Look from the top, from the bottom. If this isn't all exactly in the right spot, if it's off by 1 millimeter or 2, it may not load filament. Then as you're putting it back together, you take the little top hat piece and you put it in upside down so it looks like a top hat, and then feed the tube back into the opening here so that the little metal component fits in that gap before reattaching the front cover. Again, you'll secure these using the 3 black screws and the whole thing back to the machine using the 2 large black screws that are on the right hand side. So there you go. I hope that helped with disassembling or reassembling your extruder stepper motor as necessary.